Hello everybody and welcome to my first impressions of Race the Sun. Race the Sun is a game by Flipfly, and I would best describe it as a momentum-based racing game, which is very interesting because of, in the way that you are actually racing yourself, or racing against a clock. It is definitely a score attack-based racing game in where the timer is actually the sun, because you control this solar-powered vessel or ship that you fly around, and the sun is setting before you, so you need to keep going as fast as you can so your ship does not power down while trying to get the highest score you possibly can. So let's just go ahead and jump into this thing for the most part, show you guys what it's like and all that. I don't know what that mouse pointer's doing in the way there. So here we are, we're this awesome little ship. There are various upgrades that we could get along our journey, but I think we're actually going to wait on those for now, or at least I'm not going to necessarily comment on those until I cover everything else. So basically, as you can see there, forward ahead of us is the sun, and it is slowly setting, so we have to keep going as fast as possible while avoiding hitting any things, while also collecting as many objects as we can, mainly these little blue, triangular-shaped things. And obviously there are a lot of obstacles in our way. We can actually collide into something, and I'll try to show that off right here. If we hit something on the side, they'll just do a little bit of damage to us and bring our score counter to 0, or our skull multiplier to 0 for one thing. But worst of all, in my opinion at least, it will slow us down, which will make that sunset much more quickly, obviously. And now I'm actually going to kill myself right here, because obviously, as one would expect, you run immediately into a wall at full force, you will just die and lose your life. So let's go ahead and just start another one right here, and I'll show off some of the upgrades and stuff like that. Or, talk about score attacking first, I suppose. As I mentioned, the main feature of this like the main draw to playing this game, I think is definitely the score attacking. Trying to get the highest score you can, and as you play more and more, try to beat your previous high scores. And how how your points work in this game is that they're based on picking up these little triangles, these blue triangles. For every one you pick up, you will get 500 points, but more importantly, it will add to the what's it called exactly? The multiplier. It'll add to the score multiplier count. And you could see that our multiplier count is ×6 right now. Basically, now it's times 7. But for every 5 blue triangles that you pick up, or they're kind of like I'm not sure they're pyramids. I can't tell if they have 4 sides or not, but that really doesn't matter at all. Oh god, that was a little bit scary. For each 5 of those blue things you pick up, it'll add the multiplier by a ×+1, basically. So if you get 5 of them, when you start, you'll go from a multiplier of ×1 to ×2. Oh, that was rough right there at the end. But as I think I might have mentioned before, if you collide with walls, like if you bump up against them on the side, your multiplier will go straight down to 0. So that's something that you obviously want to avoid. These ramps are really cool. They really help us towards getting those blue triangles that are a bit higher than the rest of them. But so basically the upgrades, as you guys have seen so far, there are 2 basic upgrades that you will run into early on in the game. As this is a first impressions series, I haven't played far enough to see if there are any more than just these 2, but I kind of got a feeling that more will come. I have seen other things in this game that kind of function as upgrades, I suppose, or items, but they're not active items like the 2 we have found so far. But anyways, the yellow one is by far the most important in the game, because that allows us to add time to the time counter. Basically, as it says, it rewinds time. Oh shoot, that was a little bit scary. It rewinds time, which obviously raises the sun a little bit higher, giving us more time to keep racing against it, I suppose. Then that green little weird crystal object thing that we get, what that one does is that one allows us to jump. So by the click of the A button or the space bar if you are not using a controller. Although I highly recommend using a controller with this game. Shoot, should have really gone for that time reversal thing. Oh god. But basically just with a click of a button, your little ship will get launched into the air, which is definitely... Oh, that was really bad. But the jump mechanic is incredibly helpful towards making sure that you survive. Like if you're about to run into a wall that isn't too high up, you can avoid it. For example, like we're gonna run into that spike, boom, we were able to jump and dodge it. Although I don't think we quite jumped high enough to avoid it. I should have done that speed up thing again. The yellow upgrade, though, it is quite scary at times, because it definitely increases your movement speed, I'm pretty sure at least. So it's a big risk-reward type of thing, because for the short period where you get it, you are definitely more likely, or at least in my opinion, definitely more likely to collide with walls than when you're going a bit slower. But obviously that is a very nice thing, because it allows you to move faster and grab more of these blue things in that period, and obviously it adds more time to the counter. So basically, I should talk about the regions. Basically how this game works is that there are levels, but the levels are known as regions. Basically you'll just drive through a certain area, then once you get past it, we'll hit this checkpoint here where this awesome cute little birdie will fly by and give us some extra blue crystals for us to use. So it's super nice because oh, that was bad. Because it's not just a brief period to calm yourselves and collect yourselves, like get back, get a sense of security for a brief moment, but it also it also gives you a moment to also increase your point counter, which obviously is super cool from a I don't know, time trial perspective. That's not what I mean at all. A score attacking perspective. So let's see. The last thing I got before starting off this video was a multi-dimensional teleporter or something like that described itself as you go into it, it will temporarily teleport you to a different dimension. So that's one thing that I haven't been able to check out yet, but I would really be very pleased if that would pop up in the game so far, but I wouldn't be too surprised if we don't run into it since we haven't already. Now, one very cool thing about this game is that you really have to be aware of your surroundings, because obviously, as I mentioned, our ship is powered by... Whoa, what? Oh, that's one of the portals! Perfect timing. Thank you, game. We're in the void. Okay, so I've never seen this area before, and I don't really know what to expect. So this will be something new for us. Oh my god. One of my biggest draws to this game so far is definitely like the map design. Like the maps are designed so well and they all look really cool. Nice thing about this area right here, it does look a bit scary because there's seems to be a lot more to collide with, even though most of these little spheres are a lot smaller than most of the obstacles we would hit. But the thing that I probably like the most about this area is that there appears to be no sun that we have to continue racing. See, oh, that's a little scary. Seemed a lot scarier than it actually was, I suppose. But basically, like, it's nice to know that I guess we could just fly around and gain points without having to worry about speeding ourselves up or anything like that. And we got an achievement for that as well. That's pretty cool. So, basically, as I was saying before, though, you always have to be aware of your surroundings. Not just for avoiding objects, of course, but since our ship is powered by solar power, we have to be sure to try to refrain from keeping ourselves in the shadows as much as possible, because that actually, oh shoot, unlike what we're doing right here, because that actually powers down our ship, which slows us down for a period. And if you stay in the darkness for too long, that actually can end your run. Like how your run is ended if... It ends your run in the same way as the sun setting before you could reach it. So it's very, very bad and very threatening towards your success to be chilling in the darkness for too long. Also, these little cars that are flying around are very scary. Let's go ahead and jump over that one so we could stay out of the dark as much as possible on this run right here. Another achievement! That's pretty cool. I love getting achievements. Sun, these clouds are definitely being frustrating. I don't know if these clouds show up more the farther you get into the game, because this is actually my first time noticing them, at least. I don't know if they've been here before. Okay, so we are on level 4, and level 4 is a scare. Oh. I was gonna say level 4 is a scary one, because that's the farthest I've ever gotten in this game so far. That sucks. Oh well. It'll give us a moment to talk about the leveling system. Basically, the level progression, like as you can see on the top right-hand corner of the screen, it says level 7 out of 25. That basically shows your progression through, achieving upgrades and stuff like that throughout the game, and you further your level by completing these little challenges or tasks that are here on the right side, like the use the jump ability 10 times. I wonder if that's in one run or just in all. I would have to guess in one run, because I think I've used it more than 7, but I might just be wrong. Do a barrel roll 20 times. I've seen the barrel roll done before, but I don't know how to do it. That's one thing I'll have to work on. But then in addition to that, there are also the upgrades to your ship that you could get, and you get those as you play along and gain new levels and stuff like that. Right now I only have one, but it is a very effective one. It is the magnet, which we can turn on and off right here. Basically, the magnet allows us to grab any of those objects from a greater distance. The blue triangles and like the speed boosts and the jumps included. So obviously those are very, very, very helpful to our efforts. So let's go ahead and play another round right here. Just to show off a bit more. I'm trying to think about what all else I have to say about this game. I should talk about sound and visual design. I mentioned the visuals a little bit before, but I really love both the sound design and the visuals to this game. Like they're both. I shouldn't say about the sound design, but the visuals are very simplistic in that everything is pretty much just like a series of shapes. But that mixed with all the like really bright and vibrant colors, mix of bright and vibrant colors that we see all over the place, is something that I really like about this game a lot. I really like the sound design. If you guys couldn't tell, I mean the visual design. If you guys couldn't tell already. Ah, nice, another achievement there. Hey, birdie, get back here. I also really like the look of that bird. I don't know why. It's just very visually appealing to my eye, at least. But then basically, the sound design. There's only, like, really one tune in this game, and, you hear it, like, every time you play through, but it's pretty cool. It gets you in the mood for things, like, and this isn't a game that needs, like, 100 soundtracks, going on for it. Just really needs one that isn't, like, irritating or annoying as it goes on and on, that really, like, gets you in the mood for things. Because really the biggest thing about games that work like this is giving you that sense of speed and that sense of speed and motion as you progress onwards in your ship, and really kind of, I don't think scaring you is the right word, but like getting you in the mood where when you're about to hit something or you're at risk of hitting something, you really like feel like the shock of and maybe even a bit like a panic of trying to avoid it. It's definitely a very, very cool sensation to experience in these kinds of games. Like, I remember there was an app that I really liked on the phone, or the iPod called, I think it was Cube Runner, that, was, similar in gameplay, to this one, and both of those were very, very, I mean, and that one was super fun. Like, I loved my time with that thing. Let's go ahead and jump over this again. Ooh, we could get all these points up here, and, of course, grab another jump. That's a nice thing, the blue triangles, you have to like run directly into them to get those. But as I just showed right there and right here, I can't. Oh God, no! Okay. Here, I'm gonna try to show off what I was about to say again. Basically, the speed boost and the jump, as you can see, they are beacons. They emit like this light that goes up towards the sky, and even if you're over them, basically what that means is that even if you're over the object, you will pick it up, which is super nice. And it doesn't matter how high you are over it, just as long as you are over that specific object, you will pick it up. So that's a really nice thing, because then if you like used oh god, that was bad. If you used a jump to avoid like getting killed, but you also had to potentially skip over a speed boost or an additional jump in the process, then you still get it anyways. So it's really nice in that regard. Let me see, what else was there? There was one thing that I really wanted to point out about this game. Oh, yes! There is actually this is one of my favorite things about it. You guys might not have noticed, but we've actually been playing, oh god. That was a little bit scary. We've actually been playing the same map over and over again. We've been seeing different paths because we haven't been following the same path every time. But if I am correct about this, oh, that was a little bit scary. If I'm correct about this, the map actually changes. I hate these windmills. They're really scary. But the map actually changes every day. So there's a daily map, and I personally, I really like that feature in the game, because it really gives like, oh, that was scary, really gives encourages the player to try to score attack and get the highest score on the map that they can like each day, you know? So like you know, once you play this map at the start of the day, okay, it's a fresh new map, everyone's gonna get a fresh look at it. Let's see if I can kick everyone else's behind, or badonkadonk, and get the highest score I can. So, Region 3 right here, especially this design for Region 3, I gotta say, is one of my favorites for this entire game. It is, freaking amazing how visually appealing, like, the maps are, and how they work. Like, oh god. It's both, like, very, very frightening, especially when you see a region for the first time, because you really don't know what to expect and how that region is going to work, how it's going to run, and what you're going to need to survive. For a second I thought we were trapped there. That was kind of scary. Nice, we made it to Region 4 once more, if I'm correct about that. I don't think I've ever been in Region 4. I think Region 4 is the farthest I've gone, and we may actually just run out of time, because the sun is getting quite close to setting. But, and I really hate this kind of corridor right here. This has been what's killed me the most in Region 4, this kind of pathway right here. Nice, an additional speed boost. Ah! Goddamn rolling ball! You defeated me. Oh well, we got to the next level, and jump storage attachment. That is awesome! The ability to carry 2 jumps, and possibly they make you jump higher? I'm not sure if that's what it means by the 1.25% more joy. Oh, it says double jumps produce. Okay, so it's telling you to double jump, basically. That's an awesome upgrade. I'm gonna be really looking forward to using that more in the future. So yeah, basically, I think that's about all that I need to show off for Race the Sun. It is a very simplistic in many regards, but very addictive and very fun game that I've greatly enjoyed my time with, and definitely the randomly generated single race or track per day goes a long way towards the replay value for this game, I would say, at least. So Race the Sun is currently on Steam, and it's going to be going for $10, but if you pick it up on before, I think the 16th is when its promotional sale ends, it is currently 25% off, and you will be able to pick it up for $7.50 as opposed to the normal $10 that it will go for. Personally, I think that's a really good price for this one. I mean, like, it's not as huge or like I don't know how to. It's not as big as something that like a Bastion or or maybe even a Super Meat Boy in some regards, but those ones went the extra $15, so the extra $5, and really this game is super well done and super polished. I think it's a definite good grab. So yeah, this is Race the Sun. I will put links in the description to where you can pick it up below, including of course its Steam page and all that jazz. Definitely check it out. I'll see you guys next time.